Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just a quick trade recap of what happened this week. On Sundays, I do like to chart and I share what I'm looking at. I share my watch list. Sorry about that. And as you can see here on the right side, we have all these flags. The purple one is a trade that I actually took this week, and all the red ones were just pairs that I wanted to follow up on. My favorite for the week were USD CHF and NZD USD. That was the second option that I had, but I did not take it. So let's go over USD CHF. As you can see, it definitely hit my stop loss, and we can talk about it. We have to talk about it because a few things happened here. I took an L. It wasn't a full loss that I took. I did reduce my stop loss at a certain point and it did take me out, but I'm completely fine with it. So I'm just going to share what happened. So on the daily, as you can see, this big gray square is my daily level. So I wanted price to break out of this level and come back and retest it. So you can see it's broken, it's come back to retest, and it broke out again, right? And you can see that I got in down here. Once I got in, I was in a little bit of profit, and then we were in drawdown. We're in drawdown for a while, and then we were in some nice profit. I'm going to measure exactly how many pips that is so you guys can see. Okay, so about 51 pips. So as you can see, I was 51 pips in profit, but my original stop loss was much bigger. It was up here. So it wouldn't have made sense for me for risk reward reasons. I do like to have like a little over 1-to-1s. Like I like to have 1.5s or 1-to-2s so that the math makes sense for me. So when price started to make like lower highs and lower lows, I did come down and I reduced my stop loss. And I think I was right around here. I'm gonna say no, that's too high. It was, I'm gonna put it right here. It was right around there. That's where I had my stop loss. So I was in profit, and then price started to retrace on me. I did see it on the 1 hour where it was giving all this wicks, and I didn't want to close early. I didn't want to go against my rules. So I just said I'm going to move my stop loss. So I cut about half of my risk down. Because it is later in the week and I don't want to hold this trade over until next week. It is USD CHF, and a lot of weird things are happening, like in the US and the dollar, and you know it's a little bit weird. So I didn't want to hold it. I didn't want some crazy gap to open on Sunday. So that's why I decided to go ahead and reduce my risk, which was completely fine for me. And so it did hit my stop loss. It did completely reverse on me. We had plenty of time to just close like a break even and a profit, but you know, I've had so much instances where like I've moved my stop loss to break even, and then I completely regretted it because it like hit break even and then completely went to full TP. So that wasn't the case this time. I didn't do that. I did reduce my risk. It is the end of the month and I'm green for the month, so I didn't want to have like a crazy loss. It wouldn't have been crazy if the math would have still made sense, but I didn't want such a loss at the end of the month, right? So I did reduce my risk and I'm completely fine. It would be crazy that this were to reverse back down, like, because it looks like it's coming back to the daily level. It might do something and come back down. We don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on. I did flip on the lower time frames and it's flipping on the 4 hour as we speak. So we don't really know. So I reduced my risk and I took a loss this week. It's my only losing trade for the month of February. It was actually a great month. And I'm not mad. You know, we take it on the chin. It's part of trading. Just make sure that when you set a trade, the first thing you're thinking about is your stop loss and how much you're going to risk. And you shouldn't have a problem. So I definitely expected to lose what I lost. I could have lost even more and it still would have made sense. So I'm perfectly fine with that. NZD USD was the second pair that I was looking at, but it never did what I wanted it to do. I wanted a body candle close above these wicks up here, and it never happened. It completely like went back into the daily level and it's kind of playing games in here. So I wasn't interested. I did miss a trade. I was so focused on these trades, USD CHF and NZD USD. And because I did say on the video that I marked the JPY pairs, but I wasn't going to take them because I wasn't too interested in the stop loss they had. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Like, it completely hit. So it is what it is. You know, we could have had a great win, but you know, we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I made a scientific guess, and I know I moved this, like playing around with it, but I had a much bigger stop loss, and I didn't really want to take a trade with such a big stop loss. And JPY pairs have been moving funny. Like, I'm used to taking them always to the upside, so to take a sell on this was a little bit crazy for me, but it worked out. It would have played out perfectly if I would have taken it. But that's that. So that's why I flagged this, and I wanted to like come back and show you guys to see. So that's what happened with NZD JPY. It did hit full TP. I marked Euro GBP, and it's just sitting there not doing anything. Euro odd gave us bread last week, so I'm not even mad at it. So it completely reversed though, and it's going all the way up. So let's see what it does for next week. If we're taking along to the upside, I don't know. So we'll go over all these pairs on Sundays when we do our weekly markdown and see what we're interested in for the week. So I'm just removing flags now so that we have clean charts. Okay. NZD USD, like I said, I didn't take it because I didn't get the body close. And then I was waiting on Euro JPY, but it came out and then it just like came back in. So we'll see what happens with that next week. And then USD CHF. That is crazy. That is crazy. That hurt my heart. But anyways, it is what it is. Take it on the chin. It's part of trading. You know, all traders lose. We just try to lose less. And we try to be strategic with our losses. So this could completely reverse and go back down next week. And it's okay. Like, it happens. It happens all the time. So it's completely fine. I just wanted to do like a quick trade recap just to be honest with you guys of what we're looking at. What I did this week, it was only a one trade week. I usually had to take 1 to 2 trades a week, no more than that. And it was a really frustrating trade, I'm not gonna lie. I did have a lot of time to just like close it or like break even on it. I was in there since Sunday, and it was just a long, overwhelming trade. Like, it was tough to follow. I have a horrible habit of checking my trades, like always looking at on my phone. I like to keep like this little widget that shows like what percentages that pair has gone up. So I like look at that all the time, like where's the percentage at, or when I open my chart and I'm always like looking in the trading view or whatever. And it's a terrible habit to have. It's not good. So, but I do it. Like, I've been doing this for 3 years and I will never not look at the chart. Better days is like when I just like look at the 4-hour candle, the 1-hour candle. Those are better days. But sometimes I'm in there just looking. I love to see how candles open and close and how they play out. So I love to see it. But anyway, so that's that was what we did this week. We took an L on USD CHF. It's okay. We'll come back next week. Fresh month. So hopefully March brings us great things, great trades. I feel like everything is kind of setting up. There's not really much going on in the markets. It's kind of like reversing and flipping and just like getting ready to really go on a nice run. So let's see what happens. I love you all. Stay safe. Bye-bye.